Willkommen im Ring, Edina Kisch. Und jetzt auf dem Weg in die blaue Ecke to the blue corner. Aus dem SCS Boxstall aus Berlin. Bitte begrüßt Sie, please welcome Nina Meinke.
So Nina Meinke about to make her way into the ring. 11 fights, 9 wins, 2 defeats. Last time I saw her was in the Gathering Gloom at Wembley Stadium back in April 2017 when she took on Katie Taylor. And that was a lightweight. Her nickname's The Brave, and she was very brave that night. She took Taylor into the 7th round before being retired by a corner. I remember seeing her at the hotel later that night, and the left-hand side of her face had really blown up, damage to that orbital bone and cheekbone it looked like, but she was still smiling, as she always is. Now down at featherweight, she's the European champion, and will be looking, I'm sure, to try and push on from that level as quick as she can. Had a fairly extensive amateur career. An interesting story behind her all round, actually. Her godfather is Sven Ottke, who used to train her, but now she's got Kai Huster, who was a pretty supersonic amateur.
Ja, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, ich darf Ihnen nun die Offiziellen des Kampfes vorstellen. Supervisorin für den BDB aus Deutschland, from Germany, Beate Pöske. Die Punktrichter jeweils aus Deutschland, Marco Morales, René Fiebig und Andreas Schweiger. Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, wir kommen nun zu den Kämpfern. Die Frau in der roten Ecke ist 30 Jahre alt und wog gestern beim offiziellen Wiegen 58,5 Kilogramm. Sie ist 1,67 Meter groß. Ihre Bilanz: 27 Kämpfe, 15 Siege, 9 davon durch Knockout. Bitte begrüßen Sie, please welcome again, Edina Kisch. Die Frau in der blauen Ecke ist 27 Jahre alt und wog gestern beim offiziellen Wiegen 58 Kilogramm. Sie ist 1,69 Meter groß. Ihre Bilanz: 11 Kämpfe, 9 Siege, 3 davon durch Knockout. Aus dem SCS Boxstall Berlin. Meine Damen und Herren, in der blauen Ecke Nina Meinke. Die Kämpferinnen sind bereit. Der Ringrichter aus Deutschland, from Germany, Oliver Brien.
So it's been a little while since Nina Meinke boxed, making the first defence of her European featherweight title that she won against Lucy Sedlakova, against Helen Lascombe. That was last April, so she's been out of the ring for a spell. Kiss, her last fight was last October against Maureen Shea, and as I said, she's very well versed in treading the boards against top level opposition. So if Meinke could get a stoppage win against her here, then that would be impressive, because she's giving away a bit of weight here, Meinke. This is set at featherweight, but there's no title on the line, so neither of them had to make 126 pounds. I mentioned Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano earlier on, and those two were supposed to be fighting each other. It was set for May the 2nd in Manchester, then it looked like it would be August the 22nd in the Matchroom grounds, in a location that won't be very dissimilar to this actually, but that didn't happen in the end. Taylor now rematching Delphine Persoon, which is a very appetising fight. And Meinke did herself credit against Taylor that night at Wembley, and it's good to see her winning titles and moving her career forward. She hasn't boxed that much over the last 3 years, 5 times, but one of the reasons for that would be the current lack of depth in women's professional boxing. That situation will change, but at the moment that can be a little bit of a problem in getting suitable fights. Meinke just dictated terms in this opening round. Good technique boxing out of that southpaw stance. Hasn't really got to particularly clean yet. Flat 1-2, just allowed her to work a bit there as she moved on to kiss.
Tide Power Pods one-up the cleaning power of liquid.
Can it one-up spaghetti night?
It sure can.
Really?
Can it one-up breakfast in bed?
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, boys. What about that?
Yep.
It can?
Yeah, even that.
I would very much like to see that.
Me too.
Introducing Tide Power Pods. One-up the toughest stains with 50% more cleaning power than liquid detergent. Any further questions?
Nope.
One-up the power of liquid with Tide Power Pods.
This little cup may seem small, but it comes from a small business, one of thousands on eBay, powered by millions of people, all working to get you exactly what you want. And that's no small thing. That's everything.
As a world champion. She's now got another vastly experienced coach in the corner. So into round 2, and it's scheduled for 8 two-minute rounds. Promoters can apply for 3-minute rounds for female fighters. There's nothing stopping that happening. There's no rule or regulation against that. It's then up to the governing authority, it would be the DFB here, the British Boxing Board of Control in the UK, or the Commission, whichever one it is in the United States, and they will then decide whether 3-minute rounds are appropriate or not, just as they do with men. They can knock a men's competition down from 3 minutes to 2-minute rounds if they feel that either one of the two fighters isn't experienced enough for 3-minute rounds. Nevada has granted 3-minute rounds on occasions. Nicola Evans has done that duration as well. We'll just have a look at the feet there. And being a southpaw, Mainka, what Adina Kiss will be looking to try and do is keep her lead foot on the outside of Mainka's lead foot. That's the accepted way of boxing a southpaw. Not all fighters agree with that. Some do choose to take the inside because they feel it'd be a lot easier to land their own straight right hand down the middle. It makes it more likely that they might wear a left hand down the middle themselves, but not everybody subscribes to that theory that you need to keep that left foot outside, which is exactly what she did there, Kiss, just stepping out. And these 2-minute rounds do slide by. Just popping out with that lead hand there. Mainka, as I said, she's a technically efficient kind of a fighter, uses her feet well, nice and balanced.
When the Murrays started using Gain Ultra Flings, they fell head over heels in love with its irresistible scent. Looks like their dog Michelangelo did too. Unfortunately for him, it's more of a forbidden love. Gain Ultra Flings with 2 times Oxy Boost and Febreze. Seriously good scent. And if you love Gain Flings, you've got to try the dish soap.
Give us baseball. Give us opening night on ESPN.
Frühstück. Ja, 2 klare Runden für dich, wisst Bescheid, ne?
Kiss is trying to move in and get something done on the inside there. If she's going to get anything out of this fight, she needs to try and roughhouse Mainka a bit, I think. See if she can bully her a touch. She does have a size advantage here. touching with the jab there, Mike, and then looking for the left straight down the middle. There's a neat-looking 1-2. Again, just looking for that range with the 1-2 there. Landed 2-3 of them in quick succession as Kiss was stuck in the corner, really. Didn't move her feet. He's just having to edge forward with that front foot, Micah. Kiss will just give ground and just try and stay on the outside. And as a result, a lot of the time, these punches are just about getting there from Micah. But there's not a great deal on them by the time they do.
We're going through a really tough time right now all around the world. And COVID-19 is still impacting so many people. If you survived it, then you're the heroes we need. The plasma that's in your blood can literally save lives, but we have to act fast. So please donate. You fought for your life. Now, let's work together to take down COVID-19. To donate plasma, go to thefightisinuS.org.
I can't really enlighten you as to what's being said in the corner there. My Hungarian is not what it used to be. Micah looking for that 1-2 as I mentioned, but she's clever, Kiss. She just takes her feet just a little bit back, so it does land, but it doesn't land with any great snap. So into round 4. She does have 15 wins on her record as well, Adina Kiss. They've come in Hungary and Slovakia against no particular opposition. Really, she makes her money as a fighter taking those tough jobs, and she's found plenty of work in the USA. She's become a bit of a go-to, as I said at the start of the fight, and she'll very much be hoping that that continues. It can't for the moment, due to restrictions and problems with travel, and she'll be hoping that that doesn't last too long. These are the kinds of things that can affect professionals, particularly those who ply their trade in the away corner and do hit the road and sometimes cover vast distances. They'll want those borders to be opened up again as quickly as possible, things to be safe as rapidly as is feasible. Throwing that left hook. Kiss missed with it, but at least that kind of shot, that big winging overhand left as well, just gives Micah something to think about. Good left hand there off the back of the jab from Micah. Just found the biting point a bit more effectively there.
Break. Step back.
But she's good just at getting in and tying Micah up, Kiss, when she needs to.
Time.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. With Ace, you can buy online and get free in-store pickup, or get it delivered that day. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Give us baseball. Give us opening night on ESPN.
Hören, weiter, nee, Finte. Wenn du der Meinung bist.
That's probably the most effective 1-2 that she's thrown so far, that left hand just crashing into the side of the head. So when she's through the follow-up,
Und genauso diesen
it just
Gegenfinte,
wasn't quite there.
Nur immer aufpassen mit außen, ne? Die kommen ja alle über außen.
It would be good to see her mix things up a little bit. Maybe try and find the body. It is a little bit samey at the moment from mine, because she's winning these rounds and winning the fight, no question about that. And it's been a long layoff, so you don't want to be too critical, but that's what she's looked for. Pop that jab and then stick that left hand. And jab isn't necessarily a weapon as such, it's more of a range finder. And leading off with a right hook there. Looking for the kind of lead uppercut, up jab almost on the inside there as Kiss came forward. Left to the body. Neat jab there from Meinke. And a lot of the time when she pushes that right hand out, she's not really, as I say, looking to land it. She's just touching. She's just trying to find the range, see if she's close enough to let that left hand go. At the moment, she isn't. Good left hand there. Just feinted with a jab almost there. Didn't even really throw it, just shaped to. And then came straight through with that southpaw left hand, and she was dipping away to her right there, Kiss, and dipped straight onto it. Looking for right hand there and missing with it. And Meinke, some nice precise work there right at the very end of the round.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. With Ace, you can buy online and get free in-store pickup, or get it delivered that day. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Spuck einfach an der Seite. Okay? Spuck hier rein. Ja, und lass die linke immer oben. Das ist das Einzige, was sie versucht hier mit ihrer Schlaghand, cross darüber. Ne? Lass sie
He's asking for feints there. The coach, Kai Huster, that's what he wants from her. Just to fight with that front foot. And just try and draw something from Kiss.
Sechstes, ja gleich vorbei. Macht schön,
and then
aber
look for that
konzentriert
left
bleiben.
hand, that's what he wants. Because they've got to try and draw her onto these shots, otherwise she's right on the borderline of range and it's difficult to get through with any real snap. And just dip in with that front toe, you can see it there, that's what they're looking for. That's not quite what she's doing there though. They wanted to commit to that feint a little bit more. Then she just dips in with the front foot and then brings it back. That's what he's looking for to a degree, but he needs it to be done with a bit more authority, more convincingly really. I don't think Kiss is buying it at the moment. You see, she just backs her feet up. Every now and again, she looks to try and step forward, but generally she's just trying to keep that distance between the two of them. Into the second half of round 6. There's Bernd Bunter. Inside.
Stop.
Arrived quite early actually. He's here with Peter Kadiru, who we'll see later on. 7-0 heavyweight. She's neat and tidy and very deliberate, Michael, with what she's doing here. And she's boxing well enough. I don't want to criticise too much, but I think Kiss is finding this quite comfortable. She's losing the rounds, but finding it quite comfortable to get through this.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. With Ace, you can buy online and get free in-store pickup or get it delivered that day. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their stuff.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
She's been down the stretch over 10 rounds on a few occasions. Won the WIBF title after that fight with Taylor and lost it in her first defence, and now the European champion.
Schöne Training, super, super Arbeit.
This will be what they would have wanted, her and trainer Kai Huster. This will blow away the cobwebs. And that's actually pretty much what he was saying to her in the corner there, that this is an exercise, this is a workout. It's a spar on fight night, really, is what this is, because Kiss is playing her part here, but she hasn't really come to try and win. She's come to get through the rounds, sustaining as little damage as possible. And she's going to get through these rounds. I think it would be pretty extraordinary if Meinke were to uncork something now that manages to put her away. Again, just did feint with the front foot there, dipped that toe in, came back with it, and that did just manage to bring Adina Kiss forward. She looked to try and throw and land, and Meinke was trying to counter it. Sneaky little right hand on the inside there, up close from Kiss. Final few seconds of round 7.
And now more Straight Talk from Straight Talk.
Who's that?
I sold this guy a wireless contract he doesn't need, and now he's stuck with me for 2 years.
Don't put up with that. With Straight Talk Wireless, get our unlimited plan for just $45 a month, no contract. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
Well, you really gotta think about this.
So if I filled up the pool with slush,
You would eat the ice cream first?
I would then drink all the slush.
Like you could do that before running out of breath.
lemon berry slush float.
Yum.
It's a very cheerful character.
Noch weniger. Ja, und jetzt pass auf diese Schwinger von der Ohren. Einfach souverän nach Hause. Ja? Komm, mach das schön sauber zu Hause. Und Spaß haben.
Touch of gloves for the start of the 8th and final round. And Kai Huster just saying there, as he slipped through the ropes to get out of the ring, that she's just got that one more to go. She's in control of this. And soon enough, this will be another win in the books and a worthwhile outing. In terms of the world champions at featherweight, Jelena Mujenovic is WBC and WBA champion at 126 pounds. Amanda Serrano is champion with the WBO, having beaten Heather Hardy last September. And Jennifer Han with the IBF. Serrano with this astonishing ability just to traverse through the weights. She's won world titles between super flyweight and super lightweight, which is a gap of 25 pounds. Went straight from super lightweight to super flyweight within the space of 2 or 3 months, late 2018 and then early 2019. Micah is settled at featherweight.
Stop. Break, step back. Solo.
Kiss capable of covering a few different weight categories, which you need to be if you ply the kind of trade that she does. It gives you the chance to take as many fights as possible. So into the final 30 seconds.
Stop. Letzten hin. Box. Time!
Puberty means personal space.
So sports clothes sit around doing a little growing of their own. So imagine how we cheered when we found Tide Pod Sport.
Finally, something more powerful than the funk.
Bye. I love you too. He didn't say that.
Tide Sport removes even week-old sweat odor. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
My name is Christine Payne. I'm an associate here at Amazon. Step into the blue line, sir. This device is giving us an accurate temperature check. You're good to go? I have to take care of my coworkers. That's how I am. I have a son, and he said, one day I'm going to be like you. I'm going to help people. You're good to go, ma'am? I hope so. It's my passion.
Fight in before our main event, a fight that we again saw just an hour or so ago. This featured the professional debut of a 4-time German amateur champion in Arthur Henrich, a fighter I've heard a lot of good things about, and he was in with the